Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Slomoo and today I'm really excited to share with you guys some of the exciting news about an up-and-coming game called Leap. For those who don't know, Leap is a fast-paced, action-packed, first-person shooter, and I've been paying really close attention for any updates from the developers about this game. What you're currently watching is one of the highlight gameplays from one of my streams on Twitch TV playing as Pathfinder. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay while I update you guys on everything that's up-and-coming about Leap, and let's go ahead and jump right into that. So I'm gonna read off some of the stuff to you guys that they posted on their website. Greetings, Leap Mercs. We've spent the last few days reviewing an enormous amount of data and feedback from the beta test last week. Thank you again for taking part and sharing your experiences with us. We wanted to provide a development update and overview of what's coming to the game in the near future. When designing Leap, our goal was to create a fun, visually striking, high-octane gaming experience with a few boundaries or roadblocks, which I honestly think they did really successfully even in the beta test. The idea was to combine thrilling movement and mechanics that let you go anywhere, with large and interesting worlds designed to encourage all kinds of crazy combat opportunities. We think last week's beta test was a great starting point and an example of how it can all come together. At Leap's current stage of development, changes are often made as subtle nudges without mention of numerical value, in an attempt to shift focus from the raw numbers to the raw experience. With that said, let's go over some of the key areas that the developers are focusing on. Okay, so this is some of the info on gameplay pacing and player counts. Gameplay pacing varied quite a bit, depending on the skill level of players in a server and total player count. For some players, jumping into a 60-player server with abilities and explosions constantly going off was too disorienting, and would like to ensure players can have a smoother experience with the game. You may have noticed that on day 2 of the test, we lowered the max player counts across all maps and game modes, which you're watching right now, which is a 10v10 game. This was an experiment to see if smaller player numbers helped to reduce clutter and the feeling of chaos in a match. This helped to a degree, and we are still evaluating the optimal player counts. Ultimately, we'd like to support both large and small battles. Both can be a ton of fun when teams are fairly balanced. Now onto the abilities. Expect Pathfinder's shield to be less spammable and less visually obstructing. In addition to this, many other high-powered, difficult-to-track abilities have been adjusted to provide fewer frustrating deaths for players on the receiving end. Some cooldown times have increased to reduce the frequency. Airstrikes, for example, these were way too common in high-population matches. Now onto performance. We've put a huge focus on improving both server and client performance. This beta test was our first time seeing the game played by thousands of players, and it revealed some key issues that we are focused on. We've already completed a big sweep, and you should see some strong performance improvements with the next update, which is really good to hear because a lot more people will be able to experience the game even with lower end PCs. Literally clapping right now to you guys. Fucking bravo. This is what the developers should look up to. You guys are doing it right. Respect. This process is ongoing, so expect more and more improvements as we continue towards release. Awesome to hear that. Now onto the HUD. There's not much they said about the HUD, but they did say that the in-game HUD can be too complex and difficult to read at times, and we've done a small overhaul to improve this design. Check out the images on the screen to see before and after comparison right now. Team balance systems as well as related systems for mitigating spawn camping opportunities will be implemented as well. The beta test actually revealed a major issue with how players join and leave a match, essentially leaving behind ghost players which would artificially fill up a team, resulting in certain teams having far more players than the opposite team. This is being fixed in addition to a change to home base spawns. Awesome to hear that because there was a lot of spawn trapping going on, I'm not gonna lie, and I was a part of that on both receiving and giving ends. Previously, players had one spawn point to choose from, which made it too easy for an enemy team to block you in at your base. Now, we're giving people multiple spawn point options at your home base, making it much more difficult for an attacking team to trap you in your own base. And that is awesome to hear that they're working on fixing that. They said that they're improving the joined game experience and other menu UI quirks, map-based issues and aesthetic cosmetic items, and lots of bug fixes. There are also brand new cosmetic store items coming through every day for players to enjoy. In these and many more ways, we continue to grow and improve the game, elevating underwhelming systems and easing ones that hinder overall enjoyment. Ultimately, our goal is to provide the community with an exciting, rewarding, unforgettable game which is familiar yet unique, accessible for all, and elevates the standards for the genre as a whole. Fuck yes. Thanks for your participation so far, and we look forward to seeing you on the field of battle. Okay, so wow, I have a few things to say to you guys. You guys are really just all completely outdoing yourselves in every way possible, in the best way of that word that I can say. And I'm really excited for this game to be released and finally play it and enjoy it for good. Everything you guys just heard was an update from the developers themselves on their Discord, Steam, and website, so you guys can go check that out for yourself if you want to. Also, thank you guys all so much for watching the video and your ongoing constant support. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/slomoo with a 5 instead of an S. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a rating and let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this game and if there's anything else you'd like to see from the developers themselves. Once again, thank you guys all so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one.